Hey guys, Kasna here, and welcome back to my Twitch stream summary. This one is for the 15th of November, the Wednesday night. The stream started a little bit late. It ran from like 11 at night my time to 4 in the morning, something like that, 4:30 maybe. We did the summer window. So we started the day stream the day after the league season had finished. And now we're up to the day before the league season starts. Well, not the day before, it's the day of the league season, as you can see pictures there. So this is my transfer activity. Not a huge amount, even though it looks like there's a huge amount. It's not actually a huge amount. I'll start with the outs first. We sold Doig to Newcastle for £50 million. I could have got 56 million. But I messed up, so I ended up with just 50 million. He had 9 goals, 15 assists in 32 games. It was amazing. But he wanted to go. So I was willing to let him go. That was 50 million up front. Hibs got 27% of that, so I didn't actually see all of that money, sadly. But he left anyway. Sforza to Real Madrid. Again, he wanted to leave. 20 million up front, 30 million over the next 3 years. So he's gone to Real Madrid. Signed up for 6.5, sold for 50 million. And that also had like 30 million over 3 years is going to be really good for me in the long run. Ogbu sold to El Nasser for 25 million. I signed him a year before for 5. That is 10 million up front, and then two payments of 7.5 million over the next 2 summers. Again, trying to secure the long-term finances for the club. Valeri, the backup left back, I was signed for $1 million at the very start of the game. He left for 3 million. Didn't do quite as good last season. Thought it was time to move him on. So I did for 3 million quid. Suslov, who was on loan at the first year, with the option to sign for 1.3. I signed him for 1.3 and then loaned him out for 500k, and then sold him for 2.7. I was hoping to get a bit more than that. I was hoping to get close to 5 million, 4 or 5 million, but I still made that and that combined. Still, I still made a profit. On him. Gilardi, who was the under 20 player that I thought I'd give a bit of a chance to. He was out on loan in the first year with an optional fee, but they didn't take up the optional fee. He played like 4 cup games. He did okay, but because of the new gen that came through the youth intake, I decided to just sell him, just get rid of him for £1 million. Finally got rid of Baraf. Again, wasn't as much as I wanted, but I was struggling to get rid of him the entire time since the start of the game. So I just got rid of him. Short I left on a free as well. That didn't really work out. $500,000. He played some football in the first season. There was 1 or 2 decent appearances. Second season just didn't even use him at all, so I got rid of him for free. No wage contribution either, so got rid of his wages. And the other significant one was Juric left on a free. Oh. It's this weird D. There we go. Yeah, he left on a free. Everything was going down. He hit 35 years old just at the end of the season, and everything was going down. He had 19 heading, it's now 18. He had 18 strength, it's now 17. He had 12 finishes, it's now 11. So, I think he had 10 agility, it's now 9. So I just let him go on a free. Sadly. He was club captain. He was back-to-back Serie A top goal scorer. He actually won the European Golden Shoe at the age of 34. Like I said, he turned 35 when he won it at the end of the season. He beat out Lewandowski with less matches played. But he's sat there on the free now, and I tried to sign him back again. I tried to see if he'd want to join just as a fringe player for like 10 grand a week or something to just be back up for a year. But he only wants a staff role now. And he's not very good at it. So, well. So they're the outs. The ins, to replace Juric, I picked up Pio Esposito. 9 million rises to 12 based on performances. Not as tall as I would have wanted, as you know. The strikers I use are like big strikers for the headers. I was looking for people 6'4" or bigger, so not as tall as I wanted. But he's got 17 heading, and he has a strong jumping reach as well. And he's only 20, so a little bit of development, and he'll be really good. I think he'll be really good, and plus he's just a better striker in general. He's a bit quicker and just better finishing composure and stuff like that. Anticipation off the ball, flair, technique, penalty taker as well. He passing's okay. So it's a bit of an experiment. He's on 30 grand, but it's only a breakthrough prospect. So if it doesn't work out, I might loan him out and sign someone else. I'm not too sure, but I'm thinking it will with that high heading technique. I think that might be better than signing someone who's 6'5", 17 jumping reach, but only like 13 or 14 heading. You know what I mean? So I'm getting slightly lower jumping reach and slightly lower strength to get that technical heading. So I'm putting my hope in that will pay off big time, because I think that's why Juric was so good. Juric had 19 heading. If I could train him up to get an 18 or 19 heading, it'd be pretty insane. So Luka goes back to the first tree striker, and he'll be the backup. Play a fair amount of football to try and develop. Plus he's Italian as well, which is cool because I'm an Italian club. So I want to try him out. I think there's a fair bit of growth in there. Backup left back to replace Valeri. Alex Valle. Very similar to Valeri, a lot of 12s, 13s going on. But there's growth there. He's only 21. Good professionalism, so he should improve once with the game time. 1-2s, dives into tackles, is a bit dodgy, but he's got 15 tackling. Don't usually like that on fullbacks. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Gets forward whenever possible, which is perfect. Wing back attack. Just needs to develop. Just needs again some game time develop. He's really quick. Got really great stamina. I think he'll perform. I think he'll perform really well with the way I play. He's on squad player contract, 25k. So we'll see how he goes. To replace Doig, I picked up Udogie. Udogie's back. 3.2 million. Yes, 3.2 million for Udogie. Back to his youth team that he started at. Now it says good at Serie B. His attributes aren't that great, because he hasn't played for 18 months. He played 5 games. He played like a handful of games in the first half of the first season, and then played 1 cup match. So he's perfectionist. He's 22. It's his boyhood club. He's trained at Verona, trained at club for the Champions League registration, which is perfect. Because of that, I was willing to pay him too much of a wage. I didn't want to pay that much of a wage for players, but I thought I'd go for it. Because if this works out, again, I play wing back, left wing back attack. He'll be really, really good. He'll be really good, really quick. He'll bomb down, he'll whip the ball into Luka, get loads of assists, get back in the Italy team, his attributes will improve. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, having Udogie back at Verona for that price as well. If it doesn't work out, I'll definitely make a profit on it. It was all because I couldn't get Parisi. Parisi was my first choice, but he signed a new contract just as I was about to put a bid in. I think Parisi would have been kind of insane with his speed and that dribbling. And the passing and vision and stuff with the high decisions. He would have been incredible. Maybe I could still go back to that in a year if Udogie doesn't work out. But we got Udogie, so I'll put some faith into him. Now that was it for the first team. The rest are all new gens. I went on a crazy manual scouting mission to look for new gens for under £1 million. I spent a bit more than £1 million on 4 of them. And I bought 26. There's also a 27th guy coming in for a little bit of money. Yeah, a variety of abilities. Some of them are 3.5 star potential. Some of them are 4.5 star potential. Some of them have good current ability. Some of them don't really have the best current ability. I won't go through them all. But because some of them will probably never even kick a ball for me. We'll see. The notable ones was probably this guy. Yeah, this centre-back, £89,000. 16 years old, fairly professional, so he's got 15 plus professionalism. 3.5 to 4.5 potential. 15 teamwork. High bravery and aggression. Good jumper and reach. So that's kind of nice. So him, along with the youth regen, the youth prospect that came through last season, who's now going to be in the first team squad. I might have two superstar new gen centre backs there. So yeah, he's going to be involved in the first team squad this year. So Ogbu's replacement is going to be Buckman. Buckman's going to go into the first team as the right centre back, and Coppola is going to shift into the centre back. Yeah. And then in terms of Sforza left, Clem came back off loan, and he kind of improved a little bit when he was out on loan. So Clem's going to come back into the picture. So yeah, the first team squad's a little bit small, but I've invested a lot into the youth. So if there's any emergency crises, I can sign some. I can just promote some players that are developing well and training well. I'm going to micromanage the development and the growth. The finances then. Currently 26 million in the bank, 48 to spend. We're a little bit over our wage budget, so I'm going to reduce that wage budget in the next stream and get that in, because I might have to give some players new contracts. But hopefully the finances are pretty stable. We've got Champions League group stages coming up, and also them sales as well. If I go to, we've got 39 million positive transfer debt. And that is 7.5, like I said, 7.5 for 2 summers for Ogbu, and 10 million for 3 summers in a row for Sforza. So that's good stuff. Look forward to that. So yeah, the season aims, it's just Champions League football again. Last season I was top of the XG table, expected points table. And Juventus, Napoli and Milan all overachieved their expected points by a lot. Napoli was like plus 15 points, Juventus was like plus 12, and I was only like plus 2 on my expected points. And as you can see, 102 goals scored. So the tactical remain the same. And I think as long as the AI doesn't have incredibly overpowered seasons, or if only one of them has incredibly overpowered seasons, I should get top 4 again. I'm hoping it's still good enough to get top 4. My average age on my squad is 1 year younger. If I find it. It's 1 year younger than last year. So 21.67, the youngest in the league. So there's going to be, the players are going to get better and better and better as the season goes on. Dennis Seaman's going to have a great season, I think. It's going to be the year of Naipan. I'm predicting Naipan. I signed him in January, didn't I? He's had 6 months to just improve a little bit and get into the first team. He was playing every game towards the end of the season. He's worth 60 to 70 million. He's about to explode. He just needs to get natural at defensive midfielder because we're playing him with Volante. He's about to explode, I think. It's going to be the season of Naipan. We've kept Bargi. We've kept Fidalgo, who's now going to be club captain. Kept Damione, kept Coppola, kept Terracciano, sorry. They're both trained at club, Coppola, Terracciano. So, and Dogi. So I managed to keep them at the club. Like I said, I might need to give a couple of them new contracts just to make sure they're super happy. Coppola was... No, it wasn't Coppola. Someone was moaning about the contract. Oh, Terracciano, I think, maybe. He wants like 40k a week or something. So I need to put all my finances into wages and then make sure I get top 4. Make sure I get top 4 again. So that I can maintain this wage count. So that's the goal. Also, so I'm going to give it a stab in the Champions League group stages. Oh, this as well in terms of the tactic. The last tactical tweaks I made were around here. I think I made a couple after them that run of draws, and then I made some more after the Inter game. Now, if you look at how bad it started the season there, and then look at the rest of the season, this is also why I'm confident. I think if I'd played with them tactical tweaks from the start of the season, I would have picked up a few more points here. I would have picked up a few more points here, and I might have actually won the league last year. So, yeah, that's why I've got a lot of confidence. That's why I've got a lot of confidence in trying to get that top 4 again. I just got to make sure I just got to hope the AI doesn't all drastically overachieve. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, so yeah, we've got the Champions League coming up. I'll just give that a stab, get a couple of wins maybe, and get some prize money. But because of winning the Champions League, we get a bye to the 3rd round of the Coppa Italia, which is the round before the quarter-final. So I'm likely going to give that a good go, because that happens after most of the group stages are done. There's another 2 group matches around here, I think, but I'm going to give that a real good stab to the Coppa Italia this year for the first time. I'm going to try and see if I can win that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. There'll be I'll be streaming from about 4 or 5 p.m. UK time, and it should be a long one. I'm planning to do about 10 hours. I'm planning to do around 10 hours, maybe even longer. We'll see. But we might even get like an entire half a season done, to be honest. We might get a whole half a season done, up to mid-December or something. We'll see. So hopefully you guys will be there for it. It'll be over live on Twitch. My Twitch link is down below. Like the video, comment on the video, or just come into the chat and tell me that you've been watching on stream. And yeah, I like where the squad's going. I like where the club is at. I'm enjoying this right now. I've not sold out and just replaced everyone. I've tried my best to keep the players that I like together. Made some tactical sales, strategic sales for the long-term finances. Oh, quick note. We're improving the training facilities. I'm going to try and improve all of the facilities, all of the youth recruitments and stuff, now that the finances are okay. We're currently doing training facilities. Somewhere in progress there. So I'm going to kick on with that, making the club just better. So yeah, I shall see you guys on stream or in tomorrow's video. Bye.